And welcome back. We're where we left off last time in Show Number. We're on round 74, where we have 4 decisions awaiting us. One of which is what to research after barracks.
Order acknowledged.
We're not desperate for metal on this planet, which, yes, is weird in and of itself. Usually we're desperate for metal. So I don't necessarily need to rush down to metal soil filtration. It may make sense to still rush down there for serpentization and synthetic fuel. So yeah, I think I still will go ahead and grab hydroponics. We don't necessarily need hydroponics, but we can grab it. As a side effect, we're gonna lock those ones. Don't need to fiddle that, don't need to fiddle that. Let's bias in favor of discovery on the Economic Council right now.
Yes, sir.
Because there are ecotechs we want to research. We want to get heavy industry, we want to get housing, we want to get VidCom. VidCom would allow us to set up colonies because we'd have the 4 quality of life buildings. Heavy industry allows us to make the machine parts, which we don't desperately need because we're getting from the salvage, but at some point the salvage will run out and we'll want the ability to make it ourselves. Housing will allow us to make our population happy, probably in the colonies again if we were to start colonizing things.
Okie dokie.
Construction-wise, everything that we were building, except for the truck station in the capital, completed, so that is good to see. The supply base that we were building, basically we're just going to go ahead and upgrade this to max, so start the next tier as well. Glaciers make armies move glacially, or at least getting up into the glaciers is a bit of a pain from an action point standpoint. So the advance here along the glacier is going to be a bit slow. Definitely don't want to push the road into the glacier right now. Building road on glacier isn't that bad. Building up onto glacier is pretty bad. Right, building up the escarpment here is the 300 action point cost, or 300 industrial point cost to build. Let's try once again. Pop that encirclement.
All clear, sir.
There we go. Okay, it looks like they have not pulled back into the hex, so we can at least encircle that guy. Next turn, we will clear that hex. And yeah, I think we're starting to get rid of what's left of the nomads down here. That might, those three stacks that we see out there in the snow might be what's left of them that's not in the encirclement. Took no casualties, so we've got no replacements that need to go out. $400 is tolerable for us now that we're in padded envirosuits. 500 is what we need to stay out of. So we push these guys to there, but we can't really push them any farther into the blue. 500 is too far. We need the radiation filters actually deployed before we can happily sit in 500s. And if we get the radiation suits and combat armor, we can push all the way out into like 800. Oops, didn't mean to push it that far back, but we're also starting to outrun our supply lines due to not quite having as much industrial power as we'd like. So we got the metal for it. Where's our power compressed into power max? 200 down, so we are only making a surplus of like 16 power. That is maybe an argument against building up industry, because that's going to eat 20 power. Or, yeah, it is an argument against building industry. No, is it enough of an argument? Could build up industry and go for another round of solar power. Yeah, let's build another round of solar power, and we'll start building out the industry.
Yes.
In both of our major cities here, that is going to be the last one on the main city hex. We'll have to start pushing out into neighboring hexes if we want more than that, and then we will build out the industry. And then, yep, I think to keep going, we do need to push the road a couple hexes on the fronts up here if we want to keep going. I'm not going to push into the glacier. Right, for the moment, we actually have enough logistics on that glacier. Weirdly, I think glaciers don't take snow effects. So we actually have more logistic push on the glacier than we do have on snow plains. As weird as that might sound. I think that's all the roads we want to build. That should leave us enough industry also to do our construction. And continue to do diplomacy with the one major we know. Don't have enough for non-aggression pact. Do have enough for embassy, so we'll do a success on embassy. We'll come back to contemplating non-aggression pact the next time. And yeah, water is going down. Not sure how much of that might be that we only just order the water to go to full speed. Worst case scenario, glaciers are unlimited sources of water. And unlike snow tiles, where the snow depth determines how much effectiveness your mining operations have, glaciers are basically mines. They're basically infinite mines. So we're not ever worried about running out of water on this map, because we've got big, massive glaciers we can mine for water. Though, unlike a map where it rains, we do have to put a little bit of effort into it. Actually, how many construction products do we have? We just started 4 more to add to our existing one, so we got 5 going. So I was about to think about maybe building more extraction, but no, we gotta wait. Gotta wait. What's our lowest opinion? 61? 61, 62. So let's make you happier. Give you a bonus. Well, that didn't help much. Oh, we got a 60 as well. So we'll give you that. You got a happy. Official gift. That's 84. 89. 66.
Copy that.
And then we can probably get some money, and we do, with the efficiency drive. Nice.
Copy that.
Big pile of money. Let's go ahead and roll the turn. Neutron flats, state round 75. 7 no losses, nor mid kills. We have 4 decisions waiting us. We have finished developing our Abrams tank.
Order acknowledged.
Average soldier morale, reach 81. I would hope that it does. That's mostly not pushing them into places where they have bad supply, I suppose. And well, pulling them also out of radiation-soaked places.
Yes.
I did that this last decision I did purely off of... Okay. Purely off of profile. I think I made the right decision, even if it wasn't a profile choice. In village. Okay, so we're getting 200 colonists a turn. Yeah. I do prefer that over the random, or the one-off 500 people. Okay, those guys are retreating northward. Smidge. Getting closer and closer to Quartz Flats in Bennett's Hold. Bennett's Hold apparently has a second zone, which is a bit unusual for Minor. I'm actually not necessarily all that unsurprised, though. It might have actually been taken off of the Major over here. Which, if it was, is kind of a chuckle, fun thing for me.
Okie dokie.
Open up trade with them. That has gotten them happy enough that next time we should be able to get the non-aggression pact with them. And we are slowly catching up with number 1. I think if we take that city, we'll definitely catch up with them. And we stand a decent possibility of taking the city. Even as I expanded the construction last turn, our industrial points went up faster. It is always a good thing to see. Everything proceeded at speed and no delays. Cool. We got those guys encircled. We've had them encircled for a turn. So this will be a joint operation, but go ahead and try to clear the pocket.
Mission successful.
There we go. Pocket cleared. Giving us the asset perk. Okay. Plus 40 bonus research points. I don't know why they're calling it that name, but, you know, our people apparently do not appreciate that place. Oh, and of course, yeah, I can't push the road through the hex we just took. That makes sense. Let's get the militia to go take over for the job of the OHQ over there. Get these guys moving northwest again. We're going to want to go up and around the glacier, probably. We'll let the AI take the glacier slowly. But once these guys get into position, we will start building the road up to continue going at northwest. Lost autocannon to an online force guy there. Yeah, don't want to go too ham with the construction because we do have a lot of projects going right now. We got 5 projects going. Next turn, 2 of them should finish. One of them we're going to want to renew, because we're going to want to just immediately renew the supply base to max out the action point gain from it. We might technically be in the space where we want to do similar on this one. Graphic signs. Yeah. I think about there should do it. So you supply base. This is probably the one that's actually closest to the main truck hub that is being supplied by, so we'd probably want the supply base right there, but right now that's 1 hex. It's not really necessary. When we go north to finish off these nomads up here, wouldn't be surprised if we need to put a supply base over there as well. Okay. Let's go ahead and cycle the turn. Tech is coming along. Radiation filter is 34% done. We're going to want to upgrade our troops as soon as we get radiation filter, combat armor, unless we're already really lucky and have discovered the Gossamer arms by then. And we might wait out for the Gossamer arms in that situation. And here we are. We have Neutron, round 76. No losses, so it was a good end turn. Though another one of the territories declared on us, so we've probably gotten more guys at war with us. I mean, yes, these guys. Another set of Mercanteers annoyed with us. I am in no way surprised. Oh, they found a metal mine. That's interesting and nice. So we can see that the warmongers here have actually formed a proper battle line. And are going to probably stop our advances from that point forward. Until we bring up more troops. So I suppose that is an argument in favor of bringing up another brigade. Or artillery or tanks. An unusual companion. You know, we're hard. Let's push the hard option.
Aye, aye, sir.
Asking for a subsidy, so we've got a CEO. We were originally going to go commerce, so we'll give him a subsidy. Mining assets, at least 2, level 2. I'm not opposed to that. What's the other demand in turn 91? Have that city taken over. That is kind of an internal goal anyway, so we kind of want to push that city. So I think it's at least one of these top two. It's either going to go enforcement or I'm going to go fist. Actually, no, we don't want... Well, fist would be because I think I would get the gold gun done, not because I want the reward, right? So we'll go
Order acknowledged.
enforcement here, and then we can build one of the mines. I think this mine. Probably be this mine.
Yes.
Construction-wise, I think two things finished. Supply base, supply base. We screwed up the roll on the truck station, so the truck station didn't finish. It'll finish next turn. Got delayed a turn, basically.
Yes.
So expand the truck base, or supply base, expand the supply base.
Yes.
And yeah, we are probably going to push another brigade up here. I'm thinking. And then probably push up either motorized artillery or our infantry support tanks. He uses guns to help push through this blockade between us and court slots. Okay, do we need any replenishments? The answer appears to be yes, 2 grunts. And I suppose from a model standpoint, yeah, we are coming up on wanting to upgrade the infantry just because the field testing is pretty much done. That's good to see as well. Grab an efficiency drive. Got some credits. Okay, let's go ahead and cycle the turn, see how everything progresses. Okay, it looks like the guy we caught up on the glacier is going to get successfully encircled. Oh, no, well, might still be successfully encircled. We'll see. Suffered no losses, made no kills, got 1 decision awaiting us. Another one of our neighbors has declared war on us. And we achieved the goal to get our soldier morale up to 82%, so that's good. And you, yes, successfully cut them off. So they are encircled. They are going to have a bad day. Oh, and they've... Either I'm getting really bad reconnaissance, and that's unusual next to motorized vehicles, or they've pulled off that border hard. Wants to erect a statue. Sure. We're heart. Little government isn't gonna hurt. Get the non-aggression pact to the other major.
Okie dokie.
I'm gonna resist trading technology with them. We are starting to catch up in planet, because that was the main thing we were behind them with. We are ahead of them actually in population, so getting closer to being back on #1 in the podium. Construction-wise, truck station finished. Industry 1 finished in the second city. Solar panel field was delayed in neutron flats. We made no progress at the mine. Interesting. 0 logistics points were available. Ah, okay. The road got cut. That's fair. Road got cut. I'm not quite able to get into a position where we can reestablish to perfectly protect the road. So he might technically do the slide over there and take the road back. Take a little bit more of the glacier. Put you there. Put you there. At which point we technically don't need the army on the glacier anymore. Militarists. This is not the major we were talking with earlier, so this is a second major. Let's open contact with them.
Okie dokie.
Next time we have a funding discussion, I think the Foreign Affairs Counselor is going to get a budget raise, which will make him happy. Make everyone else unhappy, but he'll be happy. Yeah, looks like every neighbor we're touching, we're at war with. Well, that be the game sometimes. Well, every nation we touch that is not a major, we're at war with. Oh, that reminds me, one of the easiest text test is which one is not an valid target. I'm pretty sure one of these was on field training. Is there a way to test or check quickly? Not from this panel, at least. Oop. The third. Field training posture. Where is the third? Yeah, that's, well, it hasn't really been a problem because they've been fighting the independents. Okay. Can I call you up? No. Well, I can call you up. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to take you off of field training posture. What's the way to do that? Unit admin. Apparently I can't see how to do that. This is the third light infantry, so if I play it again on
Okie
them...
dokie.
No, just stays the same posture. Okay. Apparently once you posture a person, you have to swap to a different posture, and you can't go back to neutral. Okay, checking construction. Everything proceeded except for the mining that cut off and the solar panel that ran at half speed. Which is delayed because of it. Okay. Do have the industry probably to extend the roads a little bit if I need to. They're not really extending down here. What's the traffic state down here? Okay, we are also down here at the point where we probably want to build a supply depot. Supply base. Maybe not over here. Depends on which truck station we want it supplied by. If we want it supplied by the main one, yes. Well, even if it's not the main one, we probably do. Say about there. Yes, it's slowly turning into you get a supply depot, you get a supply depot, which is not exactly what I want to be doing, but logistics do demand things sometimes. Yeah, I got enough men. Where I think what it was over here where we want to be pushing into the city where we want it on the brigade. So raise a formation. This is going to be infantry machine gun formation. Yes, the game promptly is sort of showing us the value of action points. The reason why these are getting all split up is the lack of action points, I think, kicking in at the front. Okay, in the next turn we'll probably try either artillery or... well, it'll probably be artillery, I suspect. Alright, if we come into independence... motorized... artillery is about 400 metal. And the Independent Light Tank Battalion is also about 400 metal. So they apparently cost about the same. Actually, I might build one of each. We'll see. We'll see. That's next turn. Yeah, so we try and circle that guy. I should come back and work. To go up into here, waiting for combat armor. Yeah, let's cycle that turn. Ooh, interesting. They're trying to break in. We hold. They did manage to break into the pocket, but they didn't manage to kill any of our infantry. 1,000 killed on the defense. A corporate scientist. Who may be good, may not be good. quickly kill the guy in the pocket, so we can free up the troops to go elsewhere.
Mission accomplished.
Lost 5 subunits, managed to get rid of 26 all in one engagement. Few units of replacement machine guns. 3 units of replacement grunts. We're not going to go for new council. You're going to swap much more close to neutral, because we're going to need more major diplomacy as things go forward. I'll develop an anti-tank. That way it's developed. We're probably not actually going to deploy anytime soon.
Yes.
Okay, we do have this guy encircled. Let's see if we can crush the pocket. Nope.
Requesting backup.
That was pretty bloody. Lost another 9 grunts in that attack. Eight grunts. Okay, I recruited 1 extra, that's fine. That'll be fine. Running a little thin on all the fronts at this point. Hopefully we deploy over here. If we clear out the flats and establish... Okay, so... Ontario here has taken over Frillion. So, Bethel's hold is back down to 1 zone. And the militarists here. So we've already opened contact with these guys. Oh, interesting. These guys are militarists. We're next to them. But we don't know where they are. Okay, just set up an embassy. Eventually someone will work out where they exist. They're also the Reich. Victory overview. Oh, I see. I see where the city came from. The Reich got their butt handed to them by the locals. That's what left of the major that died to the warmongers. Okay, that's why one of the majors died off real quickly. These guys got their butts handed to them by the warmongers. And the Republicans here have benefited from it, sweeping even farther into first place by taking that city. So these guys basically are dead. Kind of makes doing diplomacy with them a little bit non-factor. Or even non-aggression pact with them. Friendship pact. Sure.
Okie dokie.
They refused. Oh well.
Copy that.
Construction-wise, should be going better than last turn. Yep, everything proceeded at speed, so everything that was being built got a full turn of building. A bunch of the supply bases need to be designated for going up again.
Yes.
Some of these are sort of preemptive, like we don't really need this supply base to be working right now. but getting it working means that as we extend the road, it'll be where it needs to be at an appropriate level when it needs to be there.
Yes.
This one's a little more valuable because this one's actually where all the armies stationed on. Okay, so that's the 3 completed. Queued up to go up again. Mining base will finish next turn, completing our quest. Supply base, that one will be finally fully done. Solar panel field should be fully done. We're gonna go ahead and splurge. We're gonna continue to expand the industry. And then a different splurge we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and expand the recycling here. Get another common recycling going. And then let's cycle the turn. Looking at the time, this will be the last end turn of this part. So we're going to watch to see if anything surprising happens on any of our borders. A few of our fronts are a little thin, especially for dealing with nomads and brigadiers and stuff like that. Suffer no losses, nor maiden kills, and we will be picking up with that one decision and a lot of combat choices in the next part. So if you're watching on YouTube, that will be tomorrow. If you're watching on Twitch, feel free to hang around. I'm going to take a short break and then get right back to it. So until the next part, wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part. Bye for now.